student, welcome to our channel Banipith. This is my first video in our channel. Myself Banipith and today I am discussing introductions to accountancy. So now question is that what is the accountancy? Do you have any idea what is the accountancy? Okay, no problem. Today I am explaining that one by one, whatever the questions arising in your mind. First question is that what is the accountancy, and second question is that how it is implemented, and third question is that why we are studying the accountancy. Okay, so let's explain one by one. First, what is the accountancy? Basically, the accounting subject is totally associated with the money, and we all know the value of money, isn't it? So, from very beginning in our childhood, we know the need of the money to leading our lifestyle, and even any baby can know that if they want their favorite toys, they need money to purchase it. So, money is a very important factor in our life. But here is a factor over here, that is, suppose you go to your friend's birthday party, you need to present the gift. That is just as an event. But you have to purchase the gift for him from a shop. And on that time, you have to pay the money. And this is called the transaction. So, basic difference between event and transaction is that event just as an event, just as an incident, and transaction is that when event have the monetary factors, that time we can call that is a transaction. So, what is the I'm saying over here that accountancy is just managing the transactions. Okay, and this is totally practically implemented to our life, daily life, where because in daily life leading we need the accountancy. Suppose you go to the grocery shops, you purchase some materials, that time you need the money, and there that is also the transactions. When you traveling the bus or train, you pay the fare, that is also the transactions. So the accountancy is closely correlated to our daily life expenses or incomes also. So we must say that it is a subject that is totally practical based. Suppose like that, it is a cooking process. Take cooking process. You all have basic idea about the cooking process, because we are good cook. We know the knowledge how to make the good food. Practically we know that. Practically whenever we do it. Same like the accountancy, you just understand properly whenever you are doing it practically. From there the accountancy will be start. And now, so as a whole, we must say that the accountancy is the process where managing the business transactions. Clear? Now I am explaining one by one the term. Can you say that what is the process? Yes, you all have basic idea what is the process, because process is that the combinations of the multiple activities. From there we can understand that what are the activities. Now I am explaining over here what are the activities are. Most important activities in the accountancy is that record, maintaining the record. So what is the record? Record just nothing but a note for our future references. It's not just required for the accounting purpose. It is also required for the other subjects also. You take note from your teachers and you will study it later. Okay, isn't it? So this is very much required, the everything in our noted. I give you one example. Suppose your parents give you the pocket money to spend it in a month. But it is very difficult to remember, right, how much of money you spend on the day of day of this month. So at the end, on that time, if you note it in a copy or in your note, it is very easy to memorize how much of amount of money you expense or pay on the first day of month. So accountancy, one of the most important part is that if you recorded everything, that it help us to replacement our memory work, isn't it? So this is the one activities of our accounting. And now we can broadly classify the accounting part in a two way. First part is that accounting and second part is that bookkeeping. Clear? Now in a part of the accounting, we have the three activities over there, because already we know that the accountancy is a process and process have the multiple activities. So here, as like that, the multiple activities are there. So what is the activities? Number one, analyzing, classifying and summarizing. Okay, now we are explaining one story to define how the activities are performing in the accountancy. Okay, let's start the interesting story. Suppose Johnny, a person, he thought what to do, and he thought that he opened a ice cream parlor. So on that time he need the capital. That means whatever he want to open, whatever money is required to open the ice cream parlor, and he saw that he have only the 500 rupees. Okay, no problem. He invests the money for his new business, ice cream parlor, and he borrowed 500 rupees from his friend. Okay, now his business have only the 1000 rupees. Now he was very happy, and now he go to the market and purchase the material of ice cream preparation. So he purchased this with 500 as cash and rupees 500 in credit. Rest of the 500 rupees he used to the processing of the ice cream making. At the end of the day, at the evening, he go to the market and he sell all the ice cream by rupees 1500. And this is the one day story of Mr. Johnny. What to do? Now here our job is that how the accountancy will be presented over here, how the accountancy will be implemented over here. So first is that the identification of the transactions. First we need to identify the transactions. What are they? First, from opening a business, he need to invest the money as 500 rupees as capital. And secondly, he borrowed. That means his liability is 500. And after that, this is the first transactions. This is the second transaction is that he go to the market and purchase the material. This is his second transactions. Next transaction is he spending money for the ice cream preparations. So this is the third transactions. And at the end of the day, he sell the all ice cream. That is the fourth transactions. So in that case, we first identified the transactions. This is the first step of the preparing accountancy. And secondly, that the summarizing or summarizing. So these all are transactions are not same, isn't it? The purchasing is another different transactions. The selling is different transaction. Processing charges is different type of transactions. Capital is a different type of transaction. So we need to classify first what are the transactions are happening. And next is that the this is the second step. And third step is that the recording. Recording means that all our things are recorded in a book, because it need to require for our future references. When this is just I am saying over here only one day activities. It may be it may continue the business for a month, for a year, for a long period. On that time, you need to record for the future references. So, the recording is another important part of the accounting. After that, next class continuing, we learn about the different part of the accounting, just journal entry, ledger entry, etc. We can explain that on our next classes. So, now you just know about these are the basic steps of the transactions. Okay, basic steps of the implementations of the accountancy. Clear? Now, the calculations over here. What is the, if we want to prepare the statement? What is that? I'm just prepare a statement. What's the statements are the? First, the capital. That means capital is the 500. Liability is the 500. Purchase goods in cash 500. In credit 500. In and sales all the goods rupees 1500, and processing charges also 500. So now we can say that what is the actually cost of product? Can you say that? What is the cost of product? Yes, the cost of product is the how much of amount you purchase as a material and what is the processing charges. So the 1500 is the total costing, and he total sale is, he sells all the things is the 2000 rupees. So he sells all the things in the 2000 rupees. So what is the profit? That means 500 is profit in a day of the business. So we must say that after summarizing, recording and classifying, we need to calculate. So it is the most important part of the accounting. So what are the activities? I am again repeating over here. It is very easy to understand that first one, you have to identify the transactions. Second one, recording. Third one, calculating, summarizing, and you prepare the final statements. Clear? I think it is very easy to you to prepare accounting. Next, next and most important part is that why we study that. These all are things is easily we can do it. So why studying in the long theory accountancy? Yes, it needs, Because the first part is that maintaining the recording, and the process of maintaining recording is we learn from the accountancy. Because suppose one accountant maintain accounts for a company in some days, and after later he maybe get a good job and he left his company and new one come to the company. So they should be understand whatever he done previously, isn't it? So we need to make the total recording format in a generalized way. So we need to learn the accountancy how to prepare or how to record the transactions as generalized way. Accountancy teaches that. Okay. Same as we can learn how to prepare the various types of statement over here. That means the sales statement, that means the profit statement. If maybe may or may not be happening the loss, then on the time of profit and loss statement, the balance sheet, the total turnover of the business, then the number of statements can be prepared for the business purpose. So accountancy teaches how to prepare the reference type of statement, what is required to continuing our business. And here also very much important that how to compare the statement from one year to another year, and also one company to another company. That is also most important part of the business. And there is also main important that what is the how much amount of profit earning in a business. That means profit and loss statement. Because we all know that why we are investing money for a business and why we are creating a company. Very simple. Because we are creating the company for the motive of the profit. So where the profit concern or profit intentions are involved, that is called the business. So on that reasons, we need to compare the profit statement or balance sheet, that means asset or total liability statement, from one business to another business, one company to another company, and also in our business we can also compare one year to previous year to current year. From there we can understand or we can take the decision, so what type of strategy we are using over here for growing our business. Clear? That is the most important part of the accountancy. And another important part is that the legal complications. If your company is so big and if you have to pay the tax, you have to pay the VAT, GST. So you need to know the calculations of that. So accountancy teaches how to calculate the legal matter, how to handle the legal matter. So from there we can understand that how our company should be improved, how our company should be recognized. Clear? And last and not least, that is be an accountant, be a good manager. It assists us be a good manager. If you know enough knowledge about the accountancy, then you be a good manager. Okay, and this is only the part that is you can use for, and that is the main significance to our accounting subjects. Okay, that is totally, you remember that this subject is totally practical based. You gain knowledge from their books, YouTube channels and others media, but you have to do it practically. Thank you very much. We are continuing. If you are like this, we are continuing the next part to our next video, that is accounting concept. Thank you.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope You learn more each day. Stay tuned and stay connected for more such electrifying videos. A gratitude shout out to our scholars. Bye bye, Shubha Khair, adios. See you soon.